I'm Alex. I'm here my second year. So is Jordan. We're both majoring in like 3D modeling and level design. Right. So crazy copycat ClickFest. I'm not gonna keep saying that every time, but basically the high concept is just like 2D characters with like a torn paper artwork feel. It's like basically inspired from some Tom and Jerry cartoons and like understanding general like artwork from kindergartners' point of view. Like if you ever seen your kids like draw things out and like they cut it out and play with it, that was basically like the inspiration behind it. So the target audience is like from about 5 to maybe like 20 years old. Okay, next. Inspirations is cats, of course, is big in the title. And I was mainly inspired from Chi from Chi's Sweet House. I always saw GIFs of it all over the internet, and I wanted to just capture like this energetic movement from the GIFs and like put them into a game for us to control. And also the gameplay, I was thinking it'd be an inspiration from like the WarioWare games from the GameCube and the Wii. Nowadays, they don't make them anymore because I think Mario Party just completely dominated that space. And yeah. Next. So the way the gameplay works is like you're a cat, and you start out each room, and there's a set of mini games in each room. You'll follow the cat from like a third-person point of view behind the back, and he'd just randomly run to the room and go to a zone, and he'd just start a mini game that'd go into like this Looney Tunes entrance where it's just like the circle coming in, then it comes back, and it's a mini game, and there's a short timer at the bottom where you're sent to complete a task. The mini games will either be from a third person point of view, as like above an isometric feel, or a first person where you like control the paw of the cat and it just goes on the screen and interacts with items. Levels at the moment have just been like a kid's bedroom, parents' kitchen, and then the water levels would be like just the bathroom because toilets and bathtub and everything. Very dangerous zones. If they'd be expanded later for holidays, maybe like climbing a Christmas tree for Christmas, Halloween, 4th of July, fireworks. There's all kinds of fun things we can do. Next. Okay. So again, with the art direction, it's kind of hard to see in this picture, but it's like the idea of like you see the cute little chibi cutout cats, and they'd like be running around an environment, and it'd be shown in a frame by frame animation instead of like 3D animation where it's like joints and rigging and stuff. The reason I'm picking frame by frame is like to keep this charm to it and generate like a charm from a young age. Next. These are just some like quick little ideas we had where you just, if you've seen those videos online where cats reacting to printers, they'd go through some like little tapping environments where you use your finger, and it reacted. And like I mentioned before, you'd move the mouse. You move your finger on the screen, and it'd just bring the paw up, and you'd interact it, dodge paper, and so on. Thanks. This one, cat in hats. If you've ever seen cats like trying to fit in boxes or anywhere, it'd just be like they'd go inside there, spread their fur, and just kind of like be annoying, all that stuff. Next. And there's a bunch of others. Yeah, it's treadmills, because this stuff is hilarious to watch. Next. So the target platform is just like iOS games, and like you'd send it back and forth with your friends. Like after completing a set of stages and challenges, you send it to your friend saying like, beat my score. And they'd respond to you back trying to beat it, and it can be on tablets, Android, iOS, so on. Next. Project goal, I wasn't really giving that much thought into this, but just the Kickstarter. We'd kickstart it, but only if we can get a trailer together so we can like get people hyped up for it that aren't in our facility of games. Next. Risk assessment would be like boredom, people just not being as dedicated to it. I understand, because there'll be people who will just have to catch up with classes, and that's totally fine. Thanks. So the game is just very simple, like what we require, just vector graphics artists, like for the environment, and Flash scripters, UI design, not much. Thanks.
Great.
Yep.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Yep.
Let's hear it for Crazy Copycat ClickFest. That was it. Do we have any questions for these guys?
So how many different mini games are you guys thinking about doing?
We were thinking about 5 each room, but they'd be randomized, and like you'd see the animation of the cat moving around randomly, so you never know what mini game you're gonna start first.
Wait, so I'm sorry, 5 total mini games?
5 mini games for each room, so about 25 in total.
Be like a house type of thing.
Yeah.
Like each room has,
And in the microphones, because we're recording this, so we need to.
it'd be like a house, and the house has a certain amount of rooms in it, and each room has a set number of total mini games, and they would randomize based on just different factors of the room and stuff like that.
Cool. I'm a little concerned that you're talking about a ton of mini games. Like, have you guys tried making any of these mini games before? Like, do you know what it takes to get one of these mini games together?
Yeah, like we're currently running through some of them in our scripting classes, but we're just gonna have them be like just very small, like controlling scripts, like nothing too complicated. The idea is like you're in the level for only 30 seconds and you're out. But yeah, we understand it's like got to be a bunch of different kinds of games.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Hey, so other than just mini games, is there anything else that goes into the game, or is it just all mini games like WarioWare?
It's primarily all mini games. The game, like we said here, is going to be like a free to play, and the main feel behind it is just the competitive feel between you and your friends going back and forth for the high score.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Hi, I cut. Sorry. So I see that you specifically said you wanted Flash scripters. Can you explain why you want to go that direction?
Mainly just for the charm of the game to be intact, because we were thinking about just doing 3D models and stuff, but then that inquired rigging, and we took vector graphics before, and like the idea of it going frame by frame, and with like this choppy look to it, it just added to the feeling of the game and the tone.
Would you be open to using any other technology if you had a team, say, that was stronger in another engine or something?
Sure, as long as like we can still capture the feeling of it.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
The games that you the referenced, WarioWare and Mario Party, are all party games. All mini games that I've played are like party games, and if you have it on mobile, you play it by yourself.
Yeah.
Are you dead set on having it mobile, or would you think about branching out into maybe an actual party game with multiple people, multiplayer?
Well, like if it was going to be on a tablet, this is like if we were dividing between the tablet people and the phone people. If it was on a tablet, then we could like have a small group of kids playing it, and be like each side of the tablet would be like one player zone with the mini games. I can understand that concern, but like my original thought was just having it. You send your high score back and forth to your friend and say, "Oh, he beat my high score, so now I'm going to try to beat him."
Okay, thank you.
Great. Is there anything else? All right, let's hear it.